guys to Finding Sasquatch in Ohio. We are out here on a beautiful March day. It's in the mid-50s, a little breezy, so if the camera is not picking everything up fine because of the wind, I'm sorry about that, but not much I can do about it. I have a cheap little camera and I'm kind of stuck with it for right now. So anyhow, we are back here getting ready to head back into this area where you can see the boys back in here. Not too far from where we seen the eyes in the original pictures that we had that kind of started this whole thing. We want to walk back in here a little bit and check it out, see if there's any signs back there, and we're going to bring you along. Stay tuned, guys. We're finding Sasquatch in Ohio.
What's up, guys?
Lots of deer trails back here, going off and around through all these little trees. And trail out through here. There's one going down through there, over in here. Lots of cover. Is it just me, or does it look a little squatchy in here?
Wait, is this that creek that runs all the way down?
No, this is just a bowl.
Is this where a crater is?
A lot of animals go through there, though.
Is it like a... Wait, was this a war area and this is a bomb?
No, I don't know what it was. Hey guys, I'm just out here checking our cameras out a little bit. Kind of odd, we had put new batteries in the one camera and within about 3 days the batteries are dead. There was like 20 pictures on there. A couple kind of odd pictures, not sure what it was. We'll put those up on here too, just to share with you what we found. But I'm out here walking around now looking for our peanut butter jar. We stuck it in the tree too, back where the camera was at, and it's on back this path, back this way. It's where our original pictures came from, where we had the eyes up high, and the boys and I came out and kind of did a little bit of a reference as to how tall it was. We're in the exact same spot. The batteries are dead. A couple weird pictures. Also, on the time and date stamp on the camera, reset again back to default of 2015 for some reason, which is when the cameras were new. And there again, my theory, whether I'm right or wrong, I don't know, but is infrasound having an effect on the cameras, and the fact that Sasquatch could be producing those infrasounds. But regardless, I'm out here. I'm going to walk around a little bit, see if I can't find the peanut butter jar, and hopefully with the bright red lid it will be easy to find out here. There's not much leaves or anything on yet, so I'll bring you along. Stay tuned, guys. Just kind of scanning the hillsides and everything just to see if anything stands out. If I don't see it, you know, in real time, maybe when I go back through to review the camera, if I don't find it, maybe I'll notice something in the video footage. So I like to try to document a little bit of everything we do as we go along. But not seeing much yet. It's a pretty quiet afternoon. Not much going on. We have some new theories that we're working on too and doing a little research on. There's an ancient African language that is actually whistles. And I found it quite fascinating that they actually can carry on whole conversations just simply by whistling. And anyhow, knowing that Bigfoot also whistles, it kind of goes along with my theory, somewhat, that a Sasquatch whatever they are, could have originated in South Africa as a primate of ancient proportions, I guess you could say. There's actually a name, and I'll have to get that name to refresh my memory, but um, anyhow, I believe it originated, whatever it may be, in the South kind of African region, and therefore migrated then into Asia, and actually came into the United States and Canada and North America by the barren land bridge that used to be there. And a lot of animals and stuff had migrated across that land bridge into the continental United States and Canada and such. But if my theory proves to be correct, the whistles that we hear could in fact be an ancient African language of some sort. And I want to put together a bunch of sound clips, and if any of you guys have any recordings of, if you have any recordings, oh, I just think I heard a tree knock. But if you guys, or anybody you know, has any sound recordings or sound clips of what you believe to be whistles or vocalizations of some sort from Sasquatch, if you would be willing to get us a copy of that sound. I'm trying to put together a I don't know what you want to call it, a file or whatever you want to call it, and find somebody that is familiar with that language. It is still taught in some places in Africa, as my understanding. Um, it's more of a novelty thing anymore, because not really anybody's left that uses that as a primary language, but it would be intriguing to send a bunch of that information, that sounds, to somebody that is familiar with that language and let them listen to it and see if in fact it is potentially a language that is unknown to the rest of us. It's a good theory anyhow. I'm willing to try to put that together. If I don't have any sound information or sound bites from Sasquatch yet other than the growl that we recorded, but no whistles or anything like that. So if you guys know of anybody or hear of anybody, comment down below, let me know, we can get in touch, and I would definitely appreciate that. I will give credit to whoever it is that has that information. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about being the person that finds Bigfoot. I want to find the answers, I want to find the facts, and I will gladly give credit where credit is due if somebody wants to contribute a little bit of their research and efforts into the process of finding Sasquatch and determining what it is, who it is, well, I shouldn't say who. I think it would be a huge milestone if we could communicate with them. So anyhow, that was a little plug for that. I'm going to keep looking around, see if I can find our peanut butter container, and we'll go from there. Stay tuned, guys. Alright, it's been a little bit here. I believe I found our peanut butter container. Try to zoom in on it here. It's up on the side of the hill. This is, I believe that's the lid. And it looks like the container is laying there. It looks like it still has peanut butter in it. It's on this log. So I'm going to walk up this hill here, take a closer look, but we'll know for sure if it's ours. It's got our, we put searching for Sasquatch on the lid and wrote a date and everything on it. So I find it interesting. The lid's off, but I need to be careful as I walk up through here to see if I see any prints or anything. Not looking like any tracks anywhere. This is definitely our peanut butter. Whoa. This thing's got a stick in the peanut butter jar. Alright, let's, I'm not sure what to do about this. Trying to look around to see if I see any prints anywhere. any tracks. Sorry if the camera's kind of wandering around here. I'm trying to look outside of the camera lens here. I mean, it's a pretty decent little hill. I know the camera doesn't do it much justice, but it's not like super steep, but it's fairly steep right here. Alright, let's look at this lid before I get into that jar here. See if there's something that's been chewing on it or... This is the one we put out in January, and we've moved it to a couple different spots, but nothing's really ever messed with it. This is also the peanut butter jar that came up missing in those one pictures and then came back. And then the lid was kind of off and kind of cross-threaded on the one. Doesn't look like anything really chewed on it. Not seeing any teeth marks, scratches, or anything. That's weird. It still has the peanut butter on the outside of the jar. Dude, something was eating the peanut butter. Where did it... I wish the boys were here to see this. Something... Alright, sorry, got interrupted by a phone call. That was... my wife had to explain to her what was going on, what I just found. Alright, well, I want to gather this up and look at this a little closer to see if there's any... I mean, I don't see any like hair stuck to it. That's some old peanut butter that Carter had run on the outside of it. I don't really see any prints in it. Well, there's a big... Whoops, where's it at? Maybe a big fingerprint there. I don't know. I'll have to look at that a little closer. It looks like some... And it's hard to tell if that was from him, but that looks bigger than his fingers. But that's just crazy. A coon ain't gonna do that. Especially unscrew a lid and didn't chew on it. Wow. I don't even know where you go from here. You know, it's... I don't know. I find it interesting because, you know, everybody finds something, you know, structures, footprints, whatever. I want to find a frickin' Sasquatch. That's what I'm after. You know, you can show me all this kind of stuff every day, all day. I'm impressed by it, yes. But it doesn't prove to me. Now, clearly, something has unscrewed the lid and ate the peanut butter out of here and was smart enough to use a stick to get it out. I get that. That's intriguing to me. Because my brain's telling me a Sasquatch stood here, ate some freaking peanut butter out of a jar with a stick like a spoon or a knife, and I didn't get to see it. But something had to do it. I mean, a stick, like, and the lid's clearly unscrewed. It's not chewed on. Something freaking ate the peanut butter. You can't tell me some weirdo's running around here with humongous feet, bare feet, eating month-old peanut butter. No. There's only one answer. The only thing I can think of is Sasquatch. Prove to me it's not, and I might change my mind. What else could it be? Person? Sure, but ain't nobody running around here with that big of feet. Not out in the middle of the sticks like this. No. Not in the middle of winter. Ain't happening. So, I'm going to bag this, let the boys review it when they get back, and I'm going to keep looking around. There's got to be some prints around here somewhere. There has to be. But I'm also thinking I'm going to sit on this hillside for a little bit and just scan this bottom down through here and see if I see or hear anything moving around. I may actually come back out here later tonight. Gets a little sketchy in here at night for some reason. Always has. I've been around here all my life, and it gets a little weird. Um, Not enough to make you afraid to come out here, but you just wonder. It feels like something's always watching you. It's kind of weird. But anyhow, this is very intriguing. That's pretty just crazy, crazy evidence in my book. And hopefully we'll be a step closer. I don't know. I always think we're getting a step closer, but I think these things are awful freaking smart. And I see a lot of video footage of them. People, get pictures, whatever. Everything's blurry. It's always a blurry, crappy quality video or photograph, and camera's always jumping around like this. Now, I need to see one, and you can bet your butt if I see it and can get it on video, it's going to be a clear, absolute, without a doubt, quality photograph, video, whatever, that's going to show me and you Sasquatch is here and walking among us. The ultimate goal, it may sound weird, but I would like to befriend one. I want them to know I'm not here to harm them. I'm not going to chase them off. I'm not going to bother them. If they're living here and they've lived here this long and nobody's messed with them or seen them, let them be. But you can bet I'm going to bring out some food, some toys, whatever it is that they want, and keep him around. Not as a pet, and I don't want to, I don't want to make a pet out of it, I want to prove it's here, and I want it to stay here. And hopefully eventually we can get close enough and try to communicate with it and, just learn about it, explore the possibilities. That's what I'm after. So, anyhow, enough rambling for now, guys. I'm going to take this peanut butter jar, bag it, tag it, and truck it on home, try to figure out if there's anything on this as far as hair or prints or anything that will be of a benefit to us. And I will surely let you guys know if I find something. Appreciate you watching. Stay tuned. We're still finding Sasquatch in Ohio.